Hi everyone, welcome to SRV Academy of Accounts. Here all my preparations and presentations are only in exam point of view. This channel is a very good platform to get better idea about all accountancy subjects. Watch my videos regularly to crack your exam with good marks. Subject Accountancy, Chapter Accounts from Incomplete Records, class number 6. Today we are going to see yet another important problem in accounts from incomplete record. Let's see. First I am going to read the question. Ravi does not keep proper books of accounts. Following details are given from his records. Now here three columns, the particulars 1/4/2015 and 1/4/2016. The informations are given in three columns and start with the bank balance. 16,000 credit balance on 1/4/2015, 20,000 debit balance on 1/4/2016. Cash 1,000, 2,000, stock in trade 14,000, 18,000, sundry debtors 38,000, 35,000, sundry creditors 65,000, 80,000, plant and machinery 90,000 and 1 lakh, furniture 40,000 and 50,000. During the year, he introduced further capital of rupees 25,000 and withdraw rupees 2,000 per month from the business for his personal use. A provision of 5% on debtors is to be made. Plant and machinery is to be depreciated at 10%. Prepare the statement of profit or loss with the above information. Before we work out the problems, check whether the given information is more enough to prepare the statement of profit or loss. What are the values we require to find the statement of profit or loss? We need a closing capital, additional capital, drawings, as well as opening capital. See, is given problem, there is no opening and there is no closing capital. Additional capital is given, drawings is given, and adjustments also given. Listen carefully, my dear. Any adjustments given in the problem, all adjustments we are going to be incorporated only in closing balance, not in opening balance. Here the informations are given 1/4/2015. I said you consider this is the opening balance, and 1/4/2016 is given, and this is the closing balance. So adjustments we are going to be incorporated only in closing balance. So here we need to find the opening as well as closing capital. How you are going to find the opening and closing capital? With help of statement of affairs. Before we work out the problem, please recall and recollect all provisions and format in the chapter. Okay, now here I am going to work out the problem. So write down like calculation of opening capital in the books of Mr. Ravi, statement of affairs was on 1st April 2015. And you may divide the four columns, liabilities, amount, assets, amount. We start from the liability side. See here bank balance is given 16,000 credit. So this balance you consider as a bank OD. You know bank overdraft. So we started from liability bank OD 16,000. How much the bank OD? 16,000. Next, sundry creditors given 65,000. Only the two informations are given in liabilities. And now we move on to the asset side. Okay, one by one. The cash 1,000, stock in trade 14,000, sundry debtors 38,000, plant and machinery 90,000, furniture 40,000. Okay, now you find the total. What is the asset side? 1,83,000. The same value you put it in liability side and find the balancing figure. That balancing figure we call the capital. How much? 1,02,000 rupees. This is the opening capital. We are going to compute the closing capital. Okay, calculation of closing capital. Statement of affairs as on 31st March 2016. We make divide the four columns. Liabilities, amount, assets, amount. Start from liability. Yeah, sundry creditors given 80,000. Now we are looking to the problem. Here, what are the informations are given? Bank balance debit, cash 2,000, stock in trade 18,000, and sundry debtors. All the four related to the what about asset side. Okay. Now we move on to the asset side. Bank balance 20,000, cash 2,000, stock in trade 18,000. Sundry debtors 35, less provision at 5%. Okay, you find the 5% value out of 35,750. So balance 33,250. Next, the plant and machinery, less depreciation at 10%, 1 lakh rupees is given plant and machinery. What about 10%? 10,000. And balance, you put it 90,000. And furniture, we don't have any adjustments. And find the total from asset side, 2,13,250. 213,250. And put the same value in liability side and find the balancing figure. That balance we called as a closing capital. You know how much the closing capital? 1,33,250. Now you have both values of opening as well as closing. So next, finally we are going to prepare the statement of showing profit or loss in the year 2016. Yeah. The statement of profit or loss for the year ending 31st March 2016. You may divide the two columns, particulars and amount, and start with the closing capital. How much? 1,33,250. Add drawings. So you given 2,000 per month. 2,000 into 12, how much? 24,000. And find the total, 1,57,250. And followed by less additional capital, given 25,000. Yeah, you deduct. And balance we called adjusted closing capital. How much? 1,32,250. And finally, we are going to deduct opening capital 1,02,000. Balance we called a profit 30,250. And this is a very, very important problem for your exam. Now we are in the end of today's session. I hope you understood very well. Dear students, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get the further notification of my new upload.